in the world. But I have to ask: is the creative a little different, seeming that it's sort of booked towards, I guess, hardcore fans, so to speak?
If the creative is booking more towards more hardcore fans, you're thinking?
I'm just curious. Is ROH supposed to a more corporate fixture like a WWE? Is it more towards fans that can't get enough of guys like you and Villain Enterprises and the guys who are up at 3 a.m. watching your compadres in New Japan?
Well, the thing, I'm going to tell you something about creative. I mean, the big difference between the two companies is that I feel, I don't want to take anything away from WWE. I'm just going to talk about the good things that ROH, I think they're great. As far as creative goes, they're working hand in hand with talent. Like, they wouldn't ask me to do something if I wouldn't feel like it's part of my character, because my character is already part of my identity, part of my personality. It's an extension of myself. So what you see of me in the ring, the French-Canadian Frankenstein, not human, it's a larger part of PCO on a larger scale. It's bigger than life, but that's what I am on a smaller scale in life. That's how I live my life. So when you put me on stage and you put me in the Madison Square Garden, you put 20,000 people, well, I just become bigger and better than everything I do every day of my life, but it still is PCO. And I feel like ROH, they don't ask you to do things that you don't feel comfortable for. The first, when I dealt with them, when I was negotiating for my contract, they said, we want you to be and to stay like you are, like you've been on the indie for the last 2 years. We just want to enhance that and make that look better. So right there, that was something that, I really liked, because it was really a partnership. It's not like something, now you're going to do this, you're going to do that, you have to do this, you have to be this guy. And I think that ROH, they understand that what the fans like, and if they think, okay, the fans are really popping up big for this guy, or for this talent, or for this idea, well, let's give them more of what they like. Let's not try to shove them something down their throat that they don't want to see, or they don't want to hear, or they don't like, and keep pushing this idea because, well, we think we're going to tell them how we should run the business. Well, they're working with the fans as well, and they're working with the talent as well. So I think this is pretty awesome from ROH. I mean, this is one of their strongest points. There's so many things that are strong about ROH, but I really like the fact the way that they're running the business right now.
All right, man. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks, Gil. Next is James Walsh from Wrestling Epicenter. Go ahead, James.
Hey, PCO. Pleasure to talk to you. Big fan. How you doing today?
I'm great, James. Thanks.
All right. So I was a kid in the crowd at WrestleMania 10, and here we are 25 years later. It's kind of already been asked, but I'm going to ask it in a little bit of a different way. How is your headspace different now, going into Madison Square Garden at this stage of your career with a company like Ring of Honor versus wrestling at WrestleMania? How is it different for you personally?
Between the WrestleMania 10 and this show right now, this week,
sir.
the Supercard, there's so many huge differences. First of all, as a person, of a person that, in order to get my career going the way it is going right now, and to have this huge, fans, the fans that are behind it, and in order to get what I got from the fans, and to be as popular as I became, in all humility, in all humbleness, I had to really work on myself. So I had to become a different person, and so of course, I think I was really young the first time around, 25 years old. There's a lot of things happening quick. You go from the Indies to WWE, and making more money and getting recognized by everybody on the street or everywhere you go, at the airports and things like that. It was like the personality that I had, the person that I was really humble and was really like grateful for everything that was happening in my life. I kind of felt at one point in my career at a younger age that I was becoming better than most of the people in general. I kind of lost that humility and started to believe in my own publicity or what was happening in my life. Started to take it like, okay, I'm a big superstar now. Like, you know, which is now everything that I went through and worked on myself as, you know, probably don't blame the whole world for everything that doesn't go right, and take full responsibilities for everything that happened to you in your life. So with that type of mentality now, going into the MSG Supercard, the G1, it's a total different point of view, the perception for me. I feel 100% that I deserve to be in that card, and I worked hard and disciplined myself and paid a lot of dues in order to be able to be on that card. But the difference is I'm really grateful, and I'm going to be there with so much humility, very humble, and very happy to be part of it and enjoy every moment of it. And not looking for, okay, what's going to be next now? Okay, I've done this. What's going to be next? Without appreciating what I'm going through at the moment. Of course, I always want more. I want to do better. I want to do bigger arenas and bigger stadiums, and you know, do everything more. But I want to appreciate this moment at the just value as it is. This is the difference. This is the total different sets of mindsets totally different for this one than it was. That's why this is my most fun and important one. I hope I did understand. I hope I did explain to you well enough that you can understand what I meant.
Absolutely. Thank you for your time today, sir, and congratulations on the opportunity and for reinventing yourself. Looking forward to Saturday night.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right. Jeff Martin from bodyslam.net. Go ahead, Jeff.
Hey, PCO. Finally, a pleasure to get a chance to ask you a question here. So you talk about reinventing yourself. We spoke to Bully Ray about him reinventing himself with the Bully Ray character. How important do you think it is, or what advice would you give wrestlers who right now who maybe feel they're kind of stale or not relating with the fans? You've obviously reinvented yourself. So what advice would you give a younger wrestler that, you know, would seek out your advice about how to maybe possibly relate better with the fans?
Oh, I mean, this is just something where you got to keep believing in yourself. That's the main thing. You really don't know when it's going to hit and when it's going to get to the fans. And I always come up with this example. I remember when Stone Cold Steve Austin started as the ringmaster for WWE. I mean, there was no reaction whatsoever. Everybody knew that Steve had been a great talent for WCW as tag team champions and that he had like great matches before. But he got let go from WCW, and then he went to ECW, which he did okay. And then I think it was cut out or someone who was talking to Vince to hey, this guy's a good worker, you should hire him. And they hired him as a mechanical, someone that can help enhance other guys and was a good worker, but didn't put any thoughts behind it, nothing special to this guy. So ringmaster, I think they gave him the belt with the DiBiase belt or something like that. But it's the same thing what I did, and probably Steve. It's like you have to keep your vision about yourself and knowing what you want and keep focus on the goal.